Hi, good afternoon. We wait for everyone to join, wait for a while.
Yo, you wanna be an account? Make it over. It ain't easy. You might need a folded cover. If you are willing to work hard, then get it. It's the most sought after job on this planet. Now, you tell me you wanna be an impartial judge on a solid scene. Now, you tell me you wanna protect the book and
Yes.
fraudulent
Meanwhile,
scene.
waiting for
Now,
the
that sounds like
meanwhile waiting for everyone to join. You will listen to accounting song.
fun, son, but you gotta walk before you can fun. To know what these numbers mean, you gotta know the debit and credit theory. Get it from the right, never left to the right, never left to the right. Full complete satisfaction, balance all of your transactions. Get it from the left, get it from the right, never left to the right, never left to the right. Full complete satisfaction, balance all of your transactions. Balance all of your transactions.
We wait for everyone to join now.
If you really want to know where your cash flow, where your money go, then give to the temptation. Understand the fundamental accounting equation. An asset increasing is a debit, an asset decreasing is a credit. The reverse is true for liabilities and equity. If you get this, then you get accounts. Get it on the right, never left, cut it right, never left, cut it right. Full complete satisfaction, balance all of your transactions. Get it on the left, get it on the right, never left, cut it right, never left, cut it right. Full complete satisfaction, balance all of your transactions. Get it from the right, never left to the right, never left to the right. For complete satisfaction, balance all of your transactions. Get it from the right, never left to the right, never left to the right. For complete satisfaction, balance all of your transactions. Get it from the left, get it from the right, never left to the right, never left to the right. For complete satisfaction, balance all of your transactions. Get it from the left, get it from the right, never left to the right, never left to the right.
Okay, hi, good afternoon. Wait, Okay, we will make it simple as can. And any question when I explaining all these contents, if you got any problem or any question, please ask me. I will explain. Okay, I divide this section into two. First one, we will go through the exam paper, how the exam look like during the exam day. On the exam day, what you're supposed to do, how to answer your question. Maybe you already know, but just to recall all these things lah. So it's near to exam. Another thing is first slot. The second slot, we will do like a recap of overall accounting cycle. Okay, start from the document until the financial statement. What are the steps that we supposed to know? That one we never learn in a year 10 or year 11. It's like an overall thing that we do in accounting. Okay, that's a second slot. We'll do this too. And there's a third slot also, not today. That one we do some exercise, maybe in a futures, another seminar for accounting. Okay, so there are this seminar I divide to three sections. First section, we'll go through the exam papers. I mean, not the exam paper, how the exam question will be, and what is the format, and what you need to do during the exam or one day before the exam, how you need to write the answer, all this. Second slot today also, like last half an hour or 45 minutes, we will go through the accounting cycle, the overall accounting in a real life, how the accounting they prepare from document until the financial statement. What are the item that we have inside that particular in a accounting cycle. The third slot is not today. Third slot, I don't know when they will arrange the third slot. Once they will announce, we will announce to you. That one we do some exercise. Understand? All three slots are quite important. Okay, any question during when I talk or when I present this, please ask me. Okay, this is seminar 2020 accounting 0452, the best subject in the world. Wait, let me accept few people. Okay, the best subject in the world. We start. If you see here, we have two papers in accounting. We have two papers. One is paper 1. Another one is paper 2. Paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1, 1 hour 15 minutes. Paper 1 is 1 hour 15 minutes. The 35 marks, there will be a 35 question will be there. There will be 35 questions, which the total marks is 35. The raw marks is 35. And then these 35 marks will be turned into 30%. 30%. Okay. Then paper 2 is the structure questions, all structure, all the table, the income statement, accounts, all this will come out in a paper 2. Paper 2 will be 1 hour 45 minutes, will carry 100 marks. It's carry 100 marks. Okay, there will be a 5 structure questions. Out of the 5 questions, like a 5 ABC, like 1 ABC, 2 ABC, 3 ABC, right? All the total on the 15 marks, definitely minimum 15 marks, maximum 20 marks, minimum 15, maximum 20. There will be a advice question. There will be advice question, like for 3 advice question, which is 5 marks, 5 marks, 5 marks, or can be another question also 4. But normally, the previous years before 2019, if you see past year papers before 2019, the format is totally different. Before 2019, paper 1, they have only 10 MCQ questions, others all structure questions. But after 2020, the format changed and it's a new format. Paper 1 is totally MCQ questions. Paper 2, 5 structure question. Out of the 5 structure questions, they will ask around 3 to 4 sub questions, carries 15 to 20 marks. Advice question. The advice question, there's no standard marking scheme for the advice question. There's no standard marking scheme for the advice question. You say yes, also you agree with the question, or you don't agree. As long you explain, justify your answer, you'll get the marks. It's considered as a free mark. Okay, make sure you answer the advice question. Regardless, you know the answer, you don't know the answer, just agree or disagree. Agree means why you agree. Disagree means just tell that why you disagree. Then at least you will get like a 3 or 4 marks from that. Okay, yeah? So overall, paper 1 will be 30%. Paper 2, the 100 mark will turn into the 70%. So it means each correct that you get, not even 1 mark in accounts. Okay, each correct, each tick that you get, not even 0.6 mark only. Okay, 0.6 or 0.7 marks only each. So this is the format of the GCC accounting, paper 1 and paper 2. Any question on the format, please ask me. Please stop me if you got any problem. Okay, next one we will see paper 1. We focus on the paper 1. What are the things that you're supposed to know on the paper 1? First thing, you are allowed to use calculator. You're supposed to know this. Okay, in a paper 1 and paper 2, both papers, you are allowed to use calculator, and the calculator must be a scientific calculator and also financial calculator. Both calculator can, but the calculator with the memory, you can save something in the calculator. Means that high-tech calculators definitely not allowed in any exam in GCSE. And 80% of the question is knowledge and understanding. 80% of the questions they will ask knowledge and understanding. What is knowledge and understanding? Is like a very direct question. Okay, what is the book of prime entry? What is the purpose of control account? Why we prepare the bank reconciliation? that particular state, they give you some statement, that particular statement is accounting or bookkeeping. All the direct question. You just read the textbook, and if you listen to the class, year 10 and year 11, you're supposed to know how to answer the 80% of the question, 80% of the questions. Okay, and balance 20% question. Yes, you need to analyze. It means calculate, analyze, and use your accounting data. They give you calculate. You calculate, use your own formulas and calculate, answer. Is 80% is just you read the textbook, you listen to the teacher, you can answer already. Only the balance 20%, you need to use your accounting knowledge, apply the accounting knowledge to analyze the question or calculate some answer. Okay, any problem? Okay, during the exam, in an exam hall, what you supposed to do for paper 1? In the exam hall, read each question very carefully. Actually, I missed one word there. Read each question word by word. I repeat again, read each question word by word. You don't glance through the question because the one word will change the content of the exam. One word will change the content of the exam. 1 minute. Okay, hi, I see some of the non-accounting student all joining here. Wow, you're so excited for learn, or you're excited to see, see me. Okay, I see some of the non-accounting student join this accounting seminar. I don't know why. Are you excited to learn accounts after you drop accounts? So I'm very happy for that. Okay, we continue. On the exam time, during the exam, read the question word by word, because the one word will change the full content of the question already. So please read the question one by one. Don't rush. Don't rush. Okay. One question you can spend around one minute, more than 1 minute, because you have 35 questions for 1 hour 15 minutes. So one question around 2 minutes, near to 2 minutes, you can spend 2 minutes to answer one question. So please spend each minute, 2 minutes for each question. Read the question carefully, word by word. And even though you get the answer, you know the answer is A, but please read the choices of B, C, and D. I know you read the question, you know the answer is A, but please read the B, C, D. Then only you decide which is the best answer. Because multiple choice question, you're supposed to choose the best answer, not the correct answer. Maybe A and B, both are correct. A and B is both are correct, but which one is the best? So maybe B is the best. So you need to choose the best correct answer, best correct answer. So you read all the choices of the question, read the question carefully and answer. If the first time you read, if you don't understand the question, please read 2 times, 3 times. Still you don't understand, drink water, okay? You relax first and then read again. Definitely, if you focus in the class, if you have done enough revision, definitely you will know how to answer. Okay, so next one. Attempt the easier question one first. Okay, whichever question that you feel comfortable, you do first. Okay, you see the first question, you get a first question, you maybe you cannot remember the answer or you don't know how to answer. Skip. Don't force yourself. If you read the question, you don't know, skip that question. Go for the second question. Go for third question. Third also don't know. If everything also don't know, that one special case. Okay, question 1 until 35, every question also you don't know, that one special case. I'm not talking about you. But out of the first 10 questions, you don't know the first 2 questions, it's okay, you skip first. You do the question that you comfortable or you are very good on that particular topic, you answer the question first. And the paper always set like a question number 1 until around question number 20 or 18, question number 18 like that is year 10. Then 18 until 35 or 20 until 35 will be year 11. But if you feel that you are very, very good in a year 11 topics, so you straight away jump to the question number 18. You open your year, it's 15 or 18. You go to the particular 15 or question number 18, which they start with the year 11 topic. You answer the year 11 topic first, and then go to the year 10. Because the year 11, maybe the topic that you're familiar or you're good, you will spend less minute. You will know the correct answer immediately or once you read the question. But the question that you don't know or you are weak on that particular topic, you need to spend more time. So we can save the time first, then only use the time. It's not you use the time for the harder question and then later towards end of the exam, you don't have time. You get it what I mean or not? Okay, do the easy question, make sure you know the answers will be correct. So answer that question, get the marks first. Then only you will go back. Then only you'll go back. You check whether the harder question, can you try or not? Get it up. Okay, next one. Then go back to attempt the most difficult question. Okay, if you really cannot attempt an answer, I'm talking about MCQ question now in a paper one, MCQ paper one. If you really don't know the answer, just guess the answer. Okay, if you don't know that, don't leave it blank. Don't leave it blank. Okay, you try until the examiner say another 5 minutes left. Okay, until the examiner say another 5 minutes left, and then you try to answer the question. If you cannot answer the question, if you don't know the answer, if you really have no idea what the question asking, just guess the answer. A, B, C, D. You can use whatever trick, whatever magic trick or whatever you want to do, you do, but guess the answer. Don't leave it blank. Don't leave it blank for paper one. Okay or not? Okay, any question or anything that you want to ask on the paper one, please feel free to ask me. I'm very nice guy. I can answer your question. Are you all with me? Can you show that you are there? Thumbs up, say yes, no, hello, anything? Well, I got 69 people here. And 15 people replying me. Others all sleeping after lunch. Okay, good. I can see a lot of symbols here. Very good. Okay, good. Okay, next one. Next one, we move on to paper 2. Oh no, still paper 1. Still paper 1, sorry. Okay, each correct answer will score 1 mark. You'll get 1 mark. They don't deduct your mark. They don't deduct marks for the incorrect answer. Okay, it's like you correct answer is 10, they give you the 10 marks. It's not like sometime in a quizzes, not in account, not in exams, in a quizzes, sometimes you get 2 correct, 1 wrong. Say the 2 minus 1, you get 1 mark. That one in a quizzes, they do that, but in exams, they don't do that. If wrong answer, you don't get the marks. If a correct answer, you get the marks, that's it. Okay, each question, there will be a possible 4 answer, A, B, C, D. You have to select only 1 answer. You need to select only 1 answer. And you need to use a soft pencil. Please use a soft pencil. Don't use a mechanical pencil. Please don't use a mechanical pencil, or you don't use pen to shade your answer. Okay, example, the question will be like this. Which item on the statement of financial positions of the business shows the owner how well his business is performing? So anybody can tell me the answer? Any accounting student can answer me? From which one of these we will know how good the company performing? Very good. Answer is B. Answer is B. Very good. So how you answer? The instruction is shade 1 letter only for each question. Make sure the answer is E. Very smart. What is the E? Can you tell me? Choices only 4. So you shade like this. Can you see how the computer here I shade it? You need to shade like this. You don't go shade the B. Don't go shade the answer, the letter B. You're supposed to shade here. Okay, why I'm telling you this? Okay, is it childish? It look like a childish. I'm telling you this because I saw your exam paper. I mark your mock 1 paper. Some of you shade, how you shade also can. Okay, there are a lot of type of shaded that I receive from your people. So you're supposed to shade like this. It's not circle, it's not box, it's not tick, it's shade. Okay, this is how we shade in the exam. Understand? Okay, so next one, we move on to the paper 2. We move on to the paper 2. What are the things that you need to remember before that? Sorry. Do you have any question on the paper 1? If you got any question you want to ask about paper 1, please ask. You can on your mic, you ask me. Again, everyone can mute yourself, unmute or mute yourself, or you can type and say, how do we calculate out of 30%? So the thing is, you will take your marks, divide with 35 times 30. How many correct that you get? Over 35 times with 30. So you get a 30%. Get it? Others, any question you want to ask? Any question that no question that you cannot ask in the class, during a class or whatever, you can ask me now. Okay, next one, move on. Paper 2. Paper 2, you write your answer, before you write your answer, make sure you write your name. Okay, the name that your parents give you, not the name that you create yourself. Understand or not? The name that your parents give you, please write your name on top, and also the center name, the center number lah, MY something something something. Okay, our name in a capital letter. Okay, you'll need to read the instruction in the front page before you start the exam. So write in a capital letter nicely that people can see your handwriting. Don't put a curve writing. Please write your name with a capital letter. Okay, the name in your following your identifier, your passport or your IC lah, passport or IC. Okay, you write your answer on the question paper should be black or dark blue pen. You don't use green color pen, you don't use red color pen, you don't use other pen. Okay, even in accounting, we don't use pencil. Even in accounting, we don't use pencil because we don't draw anything in accounting. Okay, in accounting, we don't have graph. They don't ask you to draw any diagram like a biology, like other subjects. Okay, accounting, we don't use pencil. Okay, but in your paper 1, yes, you need to use a soft pencil to shade your answers. But in a paper 2, we just use black or dark blue. If possible, not possible, please use ball pen. Don't use ink pen. Don't use ink pen. Use ball pen. You know what's ball pen? Next one, yes, of course, you are allowed to use calculator. 60% of the question, 60% of the question is just a knowledge and understanding. Okay, out of the 100 mark, 60 marks will be merely the format. If you know the format, you get the marks. As I always tell you in the class, okay, even though the number is wrong, your format is correct. Even though your number is wrong, your format is correct, you still get the marks. So what you need to do, at least you need to know the format. Okay, we still got time. We still got time. Today you start, you still can get A. From fail, you can become a A star, or A also can. Today you start. Okay, so what you need to know for to get the 60 marks, the definition. Okay, what is the accounting, what is the petty cash, what is the impress system, okay, what is the matching principle, what is the prudence principle. You need to know the meaning of all these items. Okay, and also prepare the accounting statements. Income statement, statement of financial position, statement of changes equity, income and expenditure, appropriation account. All these statements by now, by heart, you should know the format. But in your book 1, I see a lot, not a lot, there are few students. People ask you to do income statement, you do statement of financial position. Yes, I appreciate you remember the format of statement of financial position. I appreciate you remember the format. But then you go right in the wrong place. People ask income statement, you go write the statement of financial position. What's the use? Okay, understand or not? So you must know the name and also the format. Okay, just merely remember the format. Some of you, yes, good, very good, you remember the format, but you don't know what is the format is that. Okay, so at least you need to know around 9 to 10. We have a 9 to 10 financial statements that you need to remember. If you want, I can list down for you now. Income statement, statement of financial position, appropriation account, statement of changes equity, current account, manufacturing account, income statement for manufacturing account, income and expenditure, receipt and payment account, income statement for income statement for club and society. So these are the 10 famous one. Like we got others also, but these are the 10 famous one. So you need to know how to prepare these statements, and you need to know how to do ledger account. If you don't know how to do ledger account, means you're not account student. You're supposed to know how to do ledger accounts. And last one is accounting ratio. How to calculate accounting ratios. We have 10 plus 2, 10 plus 2 or 3 lah, 10 plus 3 accounting ratios we have. You need to know all the 10 plus 3 accounting ratios. Get it or not? This will give you 60 marks out of the 100 mark in a paper 2. Okay, next one. Another 25 percentage. Okay, another 25 percentage will move to the, you analyze that particular thing, like analyze the thing. Example, correction of error, and interpret the accounting ratios. 60 percentage, out of the 60 percentage there, you calculate only, you don't need to explain. But another 25 marks or 25 percentage, they will ask you to explain how to increase your gross profit margin. Okay, why last year my gross profit margin is lower, this year increase, why it's increased, why it's decreased. You need to explain this explanation. All this explanation will give you around 25 marks, around 25 marks. The balance 15 percentage. The balance 15 percentage will be focused on how you draw a conclusion. How you draw a conclusion. This one is an example of the advice question lah. The advice question. Okay, that's why we have a minimum 15 percentage. They will ask on the advice question. The advice question is here. So these are the 3 type of the question they may come out in a IGCSE accounting. Total marks is 100, I believe. Yes. Okay, in an exam hall, whenever you start the exam, in an exam hall, what are the things that you need to know? Around 10 things, if not mistaken. I list down here 10. We see one by one. First one is, read each question carefully. Make sure that understand what is being asked. Okay, yes, why I put this point? Why I put this point in my presentation here? Because I see some of you in a mock one, I asked you to prepare threading section of the income statement for manufacturing business. Threading section of the income statement for manufacturing company or account. But you people prepare the full income statement. Threading account means until the gross profit. Threading section means until the gross profit. But you are so excited until you explain, until the profit for the year. It's wasting time. So please read the question. Again, I repeat, word by word, and understand the question before you touch your calculator, before touch your pen. Anything also, you read the question first. You don't so excited, see few words and then answer the question. Even the professor of accounting also cannot do that. But you people are trying to do that. Get it or not? Read the question word by word carefully before you start answer the question. And my advice for you, always read the required first. Have you seen the question? In the question, down there, the question is required, what? So you read the required first before you read the data, before you read the information. Always read the required. So you know, I think you practice this in an English subject also, so like a summary writing. So you read the particular required first, required question before you read the data. Get it? Okay, next one is in the exam time, during the exam, attempt the question that you feel confident about first. Whichever question that you know the topic, you have done that same type of the question, you know the format, and do that question first. If you don't know, just skip. Question number 1, you don't know, it's okay, skip. Question number 2, you don't know, skip. Question number 3, you know, you do. Okay, if all the questions you don't know, then nobody can help you. Okay, whichever question that you know, you do first. Next one is, make sure that you give your answer in the form asked. If the question asks you to ledger account, you do the ledger account. If the question asks you to calculate, you calculate. Okay, example for this, I can give you the calculate the what we call calculate the purchases. Calculate the purchases. They say calculate the purchases in a trade receivable account. calculate the purchases in a trade payable account or trade payable control account. So if they say account, you must do the accounts. Okay, but if they ask you to calculate, there's an option. If they ask you to calculate, you can calculate or you can do the ledger account. But if they ask you to do the ledger account, you must do the ledger account. But if they ask you to calculate, you have an option to calculate or you still can do the ledger account. Okay. Accounting statement must be displayed using a suitable form of presentation. Okay, what is a suitable form of presentation? The format that we normally do in that class is the right format lah. Okay, so you don't create your own format. Okay, suitable form of presentation means the table will be there. You write and in the right place. You write the amount in the right place. Don't simply mess up the numbers in the first line and second line and everything. Okay, that's a suitable form of presentation. Okay, show as much working you can for your answer, as this earns some marks available. You understand or not? As I always tell you, okay, what is the concept? Which working you must show? Whichever number, I repeat again, whichever number that not come from the question. Whichever number that not from the question paper, you need to show the working, how you get the number. I repeat again, in a question, right? They gave you your trade payable is 20,000. Your purchases return is something. And then you use these two numbers to calculate your purchases. So whenever you write purchases, you must show the working, how you get the purchases. But if you are preparing statement of financial position, the trade payable is 20,000. So you take the 20,000, you write in the statement of financial position, the number that directly from the question, no need to show any working. Any numbers not directly from the question, please write the working, because the working will give you marks. Even though you cannot write, even though you didn't write the particular working in the what we call inside the statement, the outside at the bottom there got some empty space, or side there got any empty space, you write the working in the empty space there, you still get the marks as long you submit the working to the examiner. Understand? Okay, next one. In the exam hall, whenever during the exam, you need to do all this. Give the answer ratio to the accuracy indicated in the question. If the question say 2 decimal place, you must give 2 decimal place. Don't give 3, don't give 1. They say 2 mean 2. Round off to the next day. If the question say round off the next day, you round off to the next day. Okay, you just read the question. That's why the first one is very important. Reading questions very important. Read the question, you answer accordingly. Next one is the mark allocation, and the space provided for the answer for the theory question should help you to decide the length of the answer required. You know what is this? And this is for advice question. This is for the advice question. If they ask you to advise, they give you 5 marks. And then you talk about 4 points. Can be 2 advantages, 2 disadvantages, or sometimes the reason question, the question that we are doing this week, 4 advantages. You can write 4 advantages if you want, or 4 disadvantages if you want, and then decision. So you see the marks. If they give you 3 marks, and then 1 advice, yes or no, 2 advantages, or 1 advantages, 1 disadvantages. You see the marks. The marks will tell you how many points to write. The marks will tell you how many points to write. So yes, normally we will do 5 marks question, but sometimes this year they change. Maybe, I don't know, only 4 marks only. So 4 marks means 3 point, 1 advice. You need to see the marks before you decide how many points that you want to write. Can I write extra point? Yes, you are allowed to write extra point. If the point is wrong, they don't deduct marks, no worries. Okay, you are allowed to use extra points. You can write extra point as much as can, but don't write the essay there. Accounts people don't like to read a lot of, just straight to the point. But you cannot write in a point form. Write in a full sentence. Okay, when recommending a course of action, the advantage and disadvantage should listed a reason. For the conclusion stated. Okay, at these advantages, why you say yes, why you say no. Okay, you need to state the reason. If you're making an error, this is the important thing that I want to tell you, because most of you, whenever you do mistake, I saw few students lah. You people replace the paper. You ask the examiner, the class teacher, get a new paper, and then you people open the stapler. Then you people change the paper. In a IGCSE, the examiner not going to give you any new paper or any extra paper. So what you're supposed to do whenever you do mistake in the exam paper, try to avoid the mistake. You read the question carefully, you decide the answer, then only you're supposed to start to answer. But I don't know why your hand work first before the brain. You need to think first, then only you write. But you people write first, then only you realize it's wrong. Then you think. Cannot like that. You need to read the question, relax, read the question, understand the question, you think for the answer, then only you need to start right. It's not right, then only you think the answer. Cannot be like that. And some of you people are telling, you want to do in a pencil, not 1, 2 students, more than 5 students. When I ask you, people are telling me, you want to write in a pencil, and then if wrong, you erase. And then after the correct answer, you want to write in a pen. Don't do that. We don't have enough time to do all these things. Straight away, write in a pen. Answer must be right in a pen. If you make an error, then what do you do? Draw a, I repeat again, a line. Not you show your examiner that you are stressed. No need to show your stress that to examiner. Just one cut is enough. One line, you cross the answer, one line. Okay, no need to draw like full line or highway there. Okay, just cut in one line and then write the correct answer. Write the correct answer. But if your handwriting is not really nice, okay, if your handwriting is not really nice, what you can do, you already do, right? There's a wrong answer, you cut. Let's say you write, what I do when I was a student, okay, I write the wrong answer in a black color pen. So I cut in a black color pen, and then on top or on the bottom, I will use blue color pen to replace the answer. So whenever people see, people will attract to the place. So people will read that particular line. You can do that if you want. You get it or not? Okay. You can use the different color pen to do the correction, but only the 2 color pen that you can use is blue and black only. Blue and black only. You cannot use other colors. Okay. So don't go right like that. The examiner will get irritated whenever scribble. If you cut, they don't deduct much. They know it's anything that they cut, they know it's cancelled. They know. Okay. The scribble only they get irritated, because whenever scribble that, then the behind page also will be affected. And they see also it's not really nice. One single line you cut, they know you cut already. But make sure you cut lah, but you don't draw a very thin line. Just cut. One line is enough. Or one cross like this also can. Don't scribble. It's very bad habit. Okay. Next one. Any question, please ask me. This also, I think a lot of people wanted to know. Okay, a lot of people wanted to know this thing. You can use a blank page if you do not have enough space for your answer on the line provided. If you see the exam paper, maybe the real IGCSE paper, not a school paper. School paper, I don't want to waste empty papers. I don't want to waste a paper, so I don't do that. But in a real IGCSE paper, normally at the behind or in between question, in between the question, they will leave. They will write deliberately leave the empty. Deliberately leave empty. So that particular page, you can write the answer. But if you write the empty paper there, make sure you write the question number on top there. And then this one not compulsory, is my advice. In the wrong place, right? You say, please refer to page number 8 to continue answer. If you can write that, you can write in a pencil also can. Just write, please refer page number 18. Continue answer is there. Something like that. You give a indication that your answers continue there. Okay. If the page totally wrong, then you can do that. Okay, I get a question here. Actually, I have no answer for this. If I cut, but then I realize the answer is correct, what should I do? Then write back the answer. You cut already, is cut already. So if you think the answer is correct, you write the same word on top of this. You need to write back the same answer again. Get it? Okay. If I miss out anybody's question, please copy paste the answer again, the question again. I will answer. Okay, this is a time while I'm explaining. Maybe some question will come to your mind. So please ask directly. You want to ask later. Later means you won't go to the later day. Okay, while I'm explaining, if you got any question, please ask me. I will answer here. Okay, make sure your word figures are readable. Okay, legible means people can see, people can read. It's obvious, people can see. Okay. These are the 11 things, first 11 things that I want to know. I want you to do in an exam hall. In an exam time, you need to remember these 11 things first. Any problem? Any question, please ask me before I move on to the next part. Okay, we see the detail of the paper 2. Paper 2 contains 5 structure questions. Okay, taken from year 10 and year 11 topics. Okay, the total marks for the paper is 100 mark. Okay, which one question will give you 20 marks. One question will give you 20 marks. I don't know about other subjects. For accounting, there's no choose question. You need to answer all the questions. There's no choose. Okay, you need to answer all the 5 questions. Okay, all the one question will be one business. I repeat again, question number 1, ABC will be on the same related business. Question number 2, ABCD, all the ABCD is related to the same business. Okay, question number 1 and question number 2 never been related. Question number 1 and question number 2 or question number 3, they are not related. But question number 1A and 1B and 1C, they are related. So the information to do the 1C, maybe you need to refer the 1A. You get it or not? Okay, on the one question is one business. So this different part, each question all related to the definition, explanation of the accounting firms, accounting terms, preparation of the accounting statements and also ledger account, the calculation and interpretation of the accounting ratios, and recommendation of various course of action. It means like question number 1A, they will give you some information, ask you to prepare the income statement, And 1B, they're asking, maybe they ask you to do ledger account for wages, because the wages, the amount will be inside the income statement. You need to take that particular amount, do a ledger account for wages. And then they ask you to calculate gross profit margin based on the income statement that you have. And last one, maybe they say, they recommend something. Example, there are 5 workers are there. Do you recommend to reduce the workers or increase the workers? So all these questions A, B, C, D are related on the same business and they are related. Okay, here I have a question, a very long question. Let me read loud and then I will answer. What if we are doing current account? We shouldn't write bank and then the amount that particular site, but we did. And then there's no space left. Another detail which is supposed to be recorded in the place of bank. The whole account is messed up. What should I do? What should we do? Wait, let me read again the question. Whenever you do the current account, you should not write the bank. Okay. You should not write the bank, but you mistakenly write the bank. But you're supposed to write, maybe you're supposed to write interest and capital. You're supposed to write interest and capital, but you didn't write interest and capital, but mistakenly write the bank already. So now you realize the bank is wrong. You want to replace that with the interest on capital. Did I get your question correct? What do you need to do? So the best thing is you cut the bank, on top you write interest on capital. First thing. Second one, most of the time you will have an extra line. The examiner, whenever they draw the table, they will give you extra at least 2 or 3 lines for each ledger account. If they didn't give you extra line, sometimes they will give you empty space on the bottom there. They give you some empty space on bottom there. Okay, definitely you can write down there. If you really, your total account is messed up, your total account is wrong. So what you can do, you can cancel, go find an empty space, then right here, answer in a current account is in the page number 18. Then go to the empty space, which is the page number 18, you do the current account there. You get it? Did I answer your question? The student who asked me this question, welcome. Okay, so the thing is, try to avoid to do this type of mistake in an exam, but it happen means I know it's cannot avoid, but try to avoid. If happen means just do this, like cancel and do. Okay, next one. Okay, that's it for paper 1 and paper 2. I already tell you whatever that I wanted to tell you. If you got any question, please ask me any question before I talk about the marking, before I'm talking about how the marking. So I give you 1 minute. Got any question, any problem, please ask me. On the paper 1 and paper 2 format, and then the way of answering. Okay, here I got a question. How do we answer question like the one from mock 1, where they ask why one partner is unhappy with their profit share? You need okay, example, you remember in a mock 1, I asked the one partner is not happy with the profit share. So what the guy is supposed to do? Actually, I also don't know the answer. So what I do is I go to the previous question. I see their profit, how much. Okay, from the total profit, how much the guy get and why the guy get little. You see the capital the guy introduced. Another one, 99% of the answer is inside the question. Within the question, the answer is that the examiner will give you some tips to answer the theory questions. All the theory question answers inside. So if you go look at the question, then you will know the guy get a very little salary. Why the guy get a very little salary? Maybe his workload is little. Okay, why he get a less profit share? Because the guy invested very little profit. Okay, another guy is a sleeping partner. You are the active partner, but you get little money. So that's why the guy angry. So all these is inside the question. If you ask me why the guy unhappy, I also don't know. I need to see the question. The answer is within the question. You look at the question, you see the information. From there, you will get the points to answer. Get it or not? Everything within, as I told you, accounting, you no need to think out of the box. It's everything inside your exam paper. The answer, most of the advice questions answer within the paper. You read the question a few times, then the answer is there. Did I answer your question? You understand or not? Any other question? Please ask me before I move on. Okay, next one. We see the how they mark and where you get the marks and where you don't get the full mark. Okay, this is the one statement. I take the manufacturing account because I think everybody, most of you, you know how to do manufacturing account, and definitely you will be happy if the manufacturing account come out, because we have done a lot of questions on the manufacturing account. It's like very favorite topic of mine actually. Okay, they gave you this information. Always read the required first. Always, can you see that? Always read the required first. Prepare the manufacturing account year ended 30th April 2017, and then read the additional information. You plus, minus, then only you start answer. Okay, this is the sample answer. This is a sample answer of the manufacturing account. What are the things that the examiner will look? For example, manufacturing account, what are the things? These are the 6 things that the examiner will look. First one, the title. Okay, see how this is the student answer, this one student's answer, this is the one student answer. Cost of material consumed. It would be also acceptable if you put used rather than consumed. Can I write cost of material used? Can, no problem. But it is important to have a suitable heading. The heading must be there. No heading. Yes, they don't affect the marks. Sometimes they give you marks. Most of the time they don't give you the marks. But the heading must be there to complete your statement. Okay. Even though they don't give you the marks, but you still need to write the title. Okay. Next one, direct factory wages. Direct factory wages is actually, they say 32,300, right? Can I see the question? Can I see the question? Here, wages 31,500. 31,500. Here is 32,300. Why the number change? Because maybe there's accrued. I don't know, maybe there's accrued or maybe some calculation. So you need to show the calculation. Even though sometimes the number is wrong, if your calculation is correct, you still get 1 mark out of the 2 marks. You get it or not? So the calculation will be there. Can you see not? Showing the calculation of the final figure is advisable. Whether where more than 1 mark is available, some credit may be given to our calculation, even the final figure is incorrect. Understand not? Even though this number is incorrect, but your calculation is correct, they give you 1 mark. If your calculation correct, amount correct, they give you 2 marks. If only the amount is there, but no calculation, you get only 1 mark. You lost the 1 mark there. You lost the 1 mark there. Get it or not? Okay. And then this one, you take your cost of material consumed plus with the direct wages, 59,250. You're supposed to label as what? Anybody can tell me? Don't look at the table there. Anybody can tell me what is supposed to write here? Others, please wake up. Don't sleep. Answer me. Direct labor. Hello. Direct labor is the title. The title actually you write or don't write also can, but my advice you write. But this total here is prime cost. Very good, very good. Prime cost. So this figure represents prime cost. Should be labeled. If there had been royalty, this would be been included in this section. But if you didn't write the label, if you didn't label here, you don't get the marks. If you didn't label here, you don't get the marks. It's very important. Okay. And then the header. Yes, the header have no marks. Yes, the header is have no marks. But it's useful to have a heading, indicate the nature of the cost. Okay, you must write that. No marks, but still to comply the format, overall format, you still need to write that. Okay, then it's a very good practice. Show the calculation where more than 1 mark is awarded, you get 1 mark for the calculation, 1 mark for this. If your 1 line is not enough, you can use 2 lines. If 1 line is not enough, you can use 2 lines. Okay, and this one, a lot of people you did this in a mock 1. A lot of people did this in a mock 1. Okay, COP. What is COP? I don't know what is COP. Yes, in a class, during the class, we want to rush. We want to finish faster. So we use short form in notes, in classwork. But in an exam, you are not allowed to use short form, except for 3 things. DR, CR, AC. AC mean account. AC mean account, DR mean debit, CR mean credit. These 3 can. Other than that, cannot. You're supposed to write. If you write COP, you don't get the marks. Even though your answer is correct, but you write COP, you don't get the marks. Okay, here I got a question. If the detail plus working takes up to 2 rows, do we write the final number at the bottom? Yes. Yes. You see on depreciation of the factory machinery, right in the second line. Which line the word finish? Which line the word finish? That's where you need to write the amount. That's where you need to write the amount. Get it or not? Okay. Okay. This is very good answer, but there's some problem here. Actually, I already explained. I already explained whatever that's supposed to be here already. We skip this part. Okay, sometimes the advice question. Advice question. Okay, can you see or not? This is how you need to do in a paragraph. Can you see? This is one paragraph. This is one paragraph. Another paragraph they didn't do. Okay. This particular marks is 5 marks. But this student who do this question got only 4 marks. Oh, yeah. BDCD also can. BDCD, you can use that short form. It's not short form. BD is a word actually. Okay. BDCD. Yes, you can write BD and CD. Okay. For this question, this award 4 marks out of the 5 marks. This is a good answer, but the candidate discuss the advantage here, discuss the disadvantage here, but they didn't give you the recommendation, the advice. They didn't give you the advice. So always, my advice always, if this type of questions, we'll do 3 paragraphs. First paragraph, talk about the advantage. Second paragraph, do a disadvantage. Third paragraph, do as a advice, your advice or your recommendation. Get it now? Okay, if the question asks you to calculate the cost of sales, if the question asks you to calculate the cost of sales, this is how you need to do now. Okay, cost of production, purchases of goods. Okay, this is a very good answer actually. Okay, next one is calculate the gross profit, revenue minus CR. As I told you, every numbers must be labeled. Every numbers must be labeled. One way to increase the percentage of the gross profit revenue is increase the selling price. Okay, increase the selling price. You must write the full answer. Full answer. Okay, and here the important part is every number must be labeled. You write the numbers only, you get the correct answer, you don't get any marks. You don't get any marks. Okay, that's it. The little bit of the marking. Any problem before we move on to the next part? Any question, please ask me. Okay, after this, actually, I supposed to give you a checklist. I supposed to print out the checklist, but I haven't print out because you all not physically here. So when I come back to the school, I will give you this checklist. I will give you this checklist. What is the purpose of this checklist is? So you will know what you don't know. Sometimes I'll ask, okay, what's your problem or what you don't know in accounting? Some of you, I don't know what I don't know. Correct? Some of you, right? Your problem, not some of you, most of you. Okay, I don't know that what I don't know. Correct? So to get to know what you don't know, I prepare a checklist. Okay, not I prepare, it's already in the Cambridge website actually. I take out and then I edit a little bit from the Cambridge website. Okay, it's a list of the topics or list of the things that you're supposed to know in accounting. You're supposed to know in accounting. So give me 1 minute. I will share that particular file. And when you come back, I will give you this checklist. Okay, I will print out and I'll give you this checklist. So these are the things that you're supposed to know. So topic number 1, purpose of accounting. You need to know, understand and explain the difference between bookkeeping and accounting. So this one, you know, you don't know. If you don't know, you take a book, a small workbook or any test pad, you write the answer. Okay, you write answer. What is the accounting? What is the bookkeeping? Second one, you need to know the purpose of the calculate the profit. Okay, why we calculate the profit? If you don't know, you write in a paper or in a book. Okay, so these are the things that you need to know, each and everything. Okay, this is like a checklist to do a revision. It's a checklist to do a revision. Okay, this is very good. I know a lot of my ex-students, they use this. It's not prepared by me, it's from Learner's Guide from Cambridge. Cambridge already published this in a website, but most of the students are not using this. Most of the students are not using this checklist. Actually, for all the subjects they have, in their website, you all can go and get it. For accounting, I will give you. Okay, I will print out and give you. So you will know each and everything that you're supposed to know. You need to know how to prepare the ledger account. And then the document. What are the documents that you need to know? You need to know invoice. You need to know debit note. You need to know this. Any of this you don't know, come and ask me. Okay, go to the Google, check. Go to the textbook, check. So like they give you a list, the thing that you need to revise. For all the chapters since from year 10 until the year 11, all the topic. In a limited company, example, what is supposed to know? First thing you need to know, advantage and disadvantage of the limited company. Then what is the meaning of limited liability? Okay, what is the meaning of equity? And then how the capital look like? What is ordinary share capital? What is general reserve? What is the preference share? Okay, the difference between called up, paid up, and also issued capital. Okay, the difference between share capital and debenture. How to prepare the income statement, statement of changes equity, and financial position for a limited company, and make adjustments for the financial statement. These are the things that only these things that you need to know for limited company. If you know all this, you are expert on that particular topic. In club and society, these are the things that you need to know. For income, incomplete record, these are the things that you need to know. Okay. For ratios, these are the ratios that you need to know. Okay. Explanation, the interpretation, this. Okay. And limitation. What is the limitation? The only 3 limitations in accounting. What are the meaning of this? If you don't know, you go find. So this one around how many pages are? Around 12 pages. There are 12 pages. So I will print in like 2-in-1. So it will be 6 pages. I will print out and I will give you. So keep these to do your revision. To do your revision, please use this. This one, I'm talking about the student who planning to get B, A, and A star. Okay, the student who want to get a B, A star, please use this, because if you want to get A, you need to know overall everything from the topic or from the syllabus. So you need to know which one you miss out. So you, from this list, you will know which one you don't know. From there, you know how to do revision or what to read, right? Study what to read. Understand or not? Okay, so the student who want to just pass, actually, you don't need to use this. You just, at least you remember the statements, all the 10 statements that just now I list out. Okay, plus with the ledger account, disposal account, and also the accounting terms, finish, you can pass. Okay, all the 10 accounting formats, the statements, okay, and adjustments, how to do, calculate the depreciation, provision for doubtful debt, all the adjustments, plus with the disposal account and all the accounts, enough to pass. Okay, for this checklist, I will give to everyone, but I will give to everyone. So the student want to get A, B, and A star, you must go through this list, whichever item or whichever part that you don't understand or you don't know how to do that, come and ask me personally, or you can study yourself or whatever. Any problem, you can come to me, I can explain to you. Okay, this one I will give you when I come back lah. But if you so excited today, you are excited today after the seminar, you want to check, you want to know, no problem, you can WhatsApp to me, I can send you the file as a PDF. Okay, if you're so excited because I give you some thing, right? So you're excited, you want to do today night, you want to do check, can also, you WhatsApp me, I can send this PDF file to you. Or if you can wait until you come back, then once you come back, I'll photocopy and I'll give you. Okay or not? Any question? Any problem? Anything you want to ask before I move on? Get out? Okay, if you can, the last part. Last part is are you all still there or sleeping? Okay, this is the accounting cycle. We call that accounting cycle. Still alive. Very good. Okay, this is the accounting cycle that normally all the business in the world, they are following this cycle actually. Okay, first they have a source of documents. All the source of document will transfer to book of prime entry. All the entries in a book of prime entry will go to ledger. From the ledger, we go to trial balance. From trial balance, we do the adjustments. From the adjustments, we prepare the reports to our boss or our government or whoever we're supposed to give. Okay, so now these are the things that you learn in a year 10. These are the things that you learn in a year 10. First, we see source document. What are the source document that you're supposed to know? Invoice, debit note, credit note, check, statement of account, cash bill, or receipt, cash bill or receipt. These are the documents that you need to know. And this document will give me the transaction. This document will give me transaction. From this document, I will know how much we buy, how much we sell, everything, all the information we will get from that particular in documents. From the documents, we will record in the book of prime entry. So anyone, how many book of prime entry that you have? How many book of prime entry we have? I can see 7, I can see 5. Okay, I don't know. Let me check. Okay, book of prime entry, first book of prime entry, cash book, petty cash book, sales journal, sales return journal, purchasers journal, purchasers return journal. And another one is journals. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 book of prime entry. And make sure you know how to do all the 7 book of prime entry. Make sure you know how to do all the 7 book of prime entry. And from all this book of prime entry, we will transfer to ledger. Ledger, we have a general ledger. The another name for general ledger is nominal ledger. Then we have a sales ledger and purchasers ledger. And here we will do control account also. Like inside the general ledger, we will do control account also. Okay. After we prepare the ledger, all the documents will be transferred to book of prime entry. Okay. Listen careful. Listen careful. Only the thing inside the book of prime entry, only the records inside the book of prime entry will be recorded in the general ledger, sales ledger, purchaser ledger, or account, any accounts. All the transaction from that particular transaction only will be recorded in the account. And all this account will be balanced up, and we will take the balances from the ledger account, put in a trial balance. We'll put in a trial balance. And after we do the trial balance only, we will do some adjustments. The first adjustment that we do is inventory. We will calculate how much is the closing inventory. That's the first adjustment that normally accountant will do. Because the reason why is, whenever you buy the inventory, you record in a purchaser's journal and record in a purchaser's account. Whenever you sell the inventory, you record in a sales journal, and from there go to the purchaser's account inside the general ledger. But you wouldn't know how much inventory left in your business. So end of the year, after you prepare trial balance, we will go check how much is the balance. The accountant will go to the store, the place where they arrange inventories. They will calculate 1, 2, 3, 4. The one we call that in accounting language, we call stock take. Stock take means you go to the storeroom, calculate how much is the stock, how many stock is left in your business. Okay. After you know the closing inventory, then we will calculate the depreciation, because we don't pay the depreciation. Since you don't pay the depreciation, it won't appear any document to prove the depreciation. We don't have any document to prove that there is a depreciation. So no document means you don't record in a book of prime entry. If we didn't record in a book of prime entry, means it's won't appear in the ledger account. If not in the ledger account, means it's not in the trial balance. So before you prepare the final report, you need to do adjustments for the depreciation. Only the year end, at the end, last day of the year, we will calculate do the adjustment and calculate the depreciation. Okay. The next adjustment is provision for doubtful debt. We don't have any document to prove how much is your provision for doubtful debt. We don't have any document. So what we do at the end of the year, we will check our trade receivable, and we see the past year's experience. Based on that, we will decide how much provision for doubtful debt supposed to be provided. So end of the year only, we will calculate the provision for doubtful debt. Get it or not? You cannot do that in the ledger account. Cannot do the document. It will happen on the adjustments towards the last day of the year. Apart from that, the prepaid, accrued, All this will happen on the adjustment on the year end, at the year end. Okay, whenever we pay money, we get a cash bill or check. Then that one will be recorded in a cash book. So you will record how much you pay. So whenever you pay, let's say I supposed to pay 1,000, but I pay 1,500. I supposed to pay 1,000, but I want to pay extra. I'm rich, I got a lot of money, so I pay extra. I pay 1,500. So in a cash book, how much you record? How much the check amount? How much is the bill? How much is the receipt? You pay 1,500, the receipt value is 1,500. That 1,500 will be recorded in the cash book, because the book of prime entry will follow the source document. Regardless, is for this year, last year, next year, I don't care. The receipt say 1,500 is paid, then in a cash book, you need to write 1,500. From there, let's say it's the rent, the 1,500, the rent. So you go to the general ledger. The ledger will follow the book of prime entry. They will write 1,500 first. After that, in the trial balance, it will be 1,500. After that, only the year end, the accountant will revisit all the transaction and then identify there is any prepaid or not, there is any accrued or not, and then the accountant will plus and minus. Okay, so the prepaid and accrued adjustment will happen on towards the end of the year after we close all these things. Okay, you understand or not why we are doing this towards the end, not inside the ledger? Because in a ledger, in a petty cash, the ledger must follow book of prime entry. Book of prime entry must follow the document, and the document must follow whatever actually happened. I pay 1,500, I record the 1,500. Adjustment only can plus, minus, and everything. Moreover, the document until the trial balance, who will prepare that? Bookkeeper is not a guy, a very smart guy who can do a decision or can know the accrued, prepaid, and depreciation. All they don't know how to do. The bookkeepers just record whatever they happen. They're like a robot. They just follow whatever they can do. But only the accountant will do the adjustments, because the accountant know for motor vehicle how many percentage to depreciate. We cannot simply follow the another company. Okay, we follow our nature of the company. If our company is a delivery company, we use the motor vehicle more frequent compared to another company. So our percentage must be slightly higher than another company. The percentage, and then what method to use, all this, the accountant will decide in the adjustments, then the accountant will do the adjustments. As normally the accountant will ask the bookkeepers to do the adjustment in a real life. After you make all these adjustments, then only we will prepare a report. The report is income statement and statement of financial position. The income statement and statement of financial position for a normal company. But if you talk about club and society, the statement is different. Partnership, the statement is different. But basically, all the statements come from these two main statements, which is income statement and statement of financial position. So this is the accounting cycle. Can you see the overall cycle now, the overall accounting view, how they do accounts? Any question here? Please ask me. Any question here? Please ask me. Are you all sleeping? Or no question? Okay, actually, if no question, I think that's it for now. Thank you so much. Give me 1 minute.